Hey, this is Dennis. I want to get back in the Word, take up where we left off, and we're in the book of Revelations, and we're going to take up chapter 17 and try to cover the entire chapter. Now, I'm going to tell you this is some deep stuff. I don't know it all, don't understand it all. But we're going to go into it, and I'll just give y'all my thoughts on it. Y'all might have some thoughts on it. But we'll just dive into it. And some of it on my part might be speculation, thinking about it. But we'll just get into it. Revelation chapter 17, and there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials. So one of the angels out of the angels that had the seven vials, talking with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And as we go through all this, somehow I'm thinking the great whore in Babylon is America and New York City. I think we're standing at the door of the Great Tribulation in the last days. And I look around at the world, I see that America, I'm thinking, is the most powerfulest country in the world and does business all over the world. And we're surrounded by many waters. I mean, we've got the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico, the Pacific. So we do business by sea a lot. So with that said, that's just thought. We'll go on. And the angel said, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. So he carried me away in the spirit, took him away in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet covered beast, full of names of blasphemies, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Kind of makes you also think about the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty there right at New York. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus Christ. So I'm thinking we're in the tribulation here. And it's talking about Christians, that this harlot, this whore, had killed Christians and made martyrs out of them for Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And I was thinking, why was he looking at her with great admiration? But verse 7, And the angel said unto me, Wherefore dost thou marvel? So the great admiration the angels saw it as that he marveled. That John was just marveled. I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her. So the beast is carrying the whore, the harlot, the woman, which have the 7 heads and the 10 horns. The beast which thou sawest was and is not, and it shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. Now this is what I don't understand. So the beast is carrying the whore, and he was and he is not, and it says he comes out of the bottomless pit. So on one hand, I'm thinking the bottomless pit is hell, but he comes out of the bottomless pits and goes into perdition. So I looked up the definition of perdition, and that looks like hell. So he couldn't come out of hell and went into hell, I wouldn't think. So what do y'all think on that? It says here that this beast came out of the bottomless pit, which I'm thinking is under the earth, and goes into perdition, which I'm thinking is hell. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. So that makes me think the people that dwell on the earth shall wonder. Who's wondering? All the ones that are not saved, the ones that their name is not written in the Lamb's book of life, are going to wonder when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. That's another thing I don't understand. It's talking about the beast that he was, he is not, and yet is. And here's a mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, 1 is, and the other is not yet come. So it's talking about 7 kings. 5 of these kings have already fallen. 1 is, 1's like present here. And there's still 1 more to come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th. So is that saying he's going to be the 8th king? It's talking about 7 kings. 5 had fallen, 1 is, 1's to come. The beast that was is not even, he is the 8th and is of the 7th. So the beast is going to be 8th, and he's like in allegiance with the 7, and goeth into perdition. So there you go again about going into perdition. Is that hell? Is that some holding area before hell? I don't know. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have 1 mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Now that makes me think about the EU, European Union, or the UN. That these people have 1 mind, and they give their power and strength to the beast that's over the EU or the UN. That's just thought. Now here we kind of shift gears, and I'm thinking we're going to that great day of the Lord, the battle Armageddon. So these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called, chosen, and faithful. So that's my thoughts on it. I could be wrong. So these people, either with the UN or the EU, I'm thinking they are of one mind, one accord, and they give their power unto the beast. And now I'm thinking we read earlier that the rapture actually takes place right before the battle of tribulation. So I'm thinking here all the Christians have been raptured out when it's talking right here. And they've been raptured out right before the great day of the Lord. That great battle. The battle of Armageddon. And they shall make war with Jesus, the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. We know the Lord's going to come back and he's going to wipe their butts out. Because he is Lord of lords, he is kings and kings, praise his name. And it says they that are with him, so the ones that are with him, are called, chosen, and faithful. I think those are going to be the raptured Christians. The Christians that were raptured out right before this great battle. We're going to come back with the Lord and help the Lord in this great battle. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Well, you know the UN and the EU hate America. They badmouth us all the time. And especially after Trump got in there. Good Lord, they hate our guts. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So, if I'm right, and like I said, I don't know, I'm thinking, is America, New York City, the whore in Babylon, that great city? So if that's so, here it says that we're going to be made desolate, naked. They shall eat our flesh and burn us with fire. Maybe they're going to hit us with some nuclear weapons. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. So throughout time, God is behind the scenes. He's pulling the strings. And it says right here that God has put it in these people to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. The woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Well, God bless y'all. I know that's some deep stuff. That's deep stuff. And we'll see. God bless y'all. I just want to show you today I went back working on the screens and the fence, and I finished this room. So I've got every place in the house done. The last place, I gotta do all the screens here in this sunroom, and so I'll have the whole house rescreened. And I went back this morning working on that fence line again back down there, and made a lot of headway. And maybe another day or 2 or 3, I'll have all that finished.